Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Imagine checking your pocket change and discovering a single coin that could make you a multi-millionaire overnight. Sounds too good to be true? Well, in today's video, we're talking about the 1995 United States quarter, a rare and valuable coin that, under the right conditions, is worth an unbelievable $170 million. Stay with me because you might just have one of these hidden treasures sitting in a jar at home. The 1995 U.S. quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. These quarters were produced by the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, with billions of them entering circulation over the years. But what makes the 1995 quarter so special? Let's break it down. Like most modern quarters, the 1995 versions were struck primarily in copper nickel clad, with special proof versions in silver. While most of these coins are only worth their face value of 25 cents, a few rare errors and anomalies have turned some of these quarters into multi-million-dollar treasures. Now, let's get to the million, or rather, $170 million question: what makes a 1995 quarter so valuable? There are a few reasons. Rare minting errors. One of the biggest factors that skyrockets a coin's value is a minting error. The U.S. Mint occasionally makes mistakes when striking coins, and collectors go crazy for these rare misprints. Some of the most valuable minting errors include double die obverse. If you look at the text "Liberty" or "In God We Trust" and see a slight doubling effect, you might have an ultra-rare double die quarter. Off-center strikes. If the design is slightly misaligned or missing a portion, that can make the coin highly collectible. Wrong planchet errors. If a 1995 quarter was accidentally struck on a dime or nickel planchet, it becomes a rarity worth big money. The elusive silver planchet 1995 quarter. Most 1995 quarters were made of copper nickel, but some rare examples were struck on silver planchets, a mistake that happened when leftover silver blanks from proof coins were accidentally used. If you have a 1995 quarter with a slightly different color or sound when dropped on a hard surface, you could be sitting on a fortune. The legendary mystery quarter, one of a kind. But here's the real kicker: there is one specific 1995 quarter that has gained legendary status among collectors. It was reportedly struck on a unique prototype planchet and contains a rare minting flaw never seen before. Experts believe this one-of-a-kind coin is valued at a mind-blowing $170 million. So, how do you know if you're holding a rare 1995 quarter worth thousands or even millions? Here's what to look for. Check the mint mark. Quarters from the Philadelphia, P, and Denver, D, mints are common, but the San Francisco, S, proof versions in silver are rarer. Look for minting errors. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling on the letters or numbers. Weigh the coin. A normal 1995 quarter weighs 5.67 grams, but a silver error version would weigh 6.25 grams. Sound test. Tap the coin on a hard surface. Silver coins make a high-pitched ringing sound compared to clad coins. Okay, let's say you found a rare 1995 quarter. What's next? Here's how you can sell it for top dollar. Get it professionally graded. Send your coin to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, for authentication. Consult an expert, visit a coin dealer, or attend a numismatic convention to get multiple opinions on its value. Sell at an auction. High-value coins do best at auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers. If you find one of these rare 1995 quarters, selling it through the right channels can turn your discovery into a life-changing payday. So, after watching this video, are you running to check your pocket change? You should be. The 1995 quarter may look ordinary, but hidden rarities could be worth millions of dollars. If you have an unusual quarter, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about your finds. Thanks for watching, and remember, your next coin could be a jackpot waiting to happen. See you in the next video. Next, imagine this: you're sorting through your loose change, and suddenly, you come across a simple 1987 quarter. No big deal, right? But what if I told you that one special 1987 US quarter is worth an unbelievable $70 million? That's right, this ordinary looking coin has become one of the rarest and most valuable coins ever discovered. Stay with me as we dive into the history, the rare errors, and how you might have a fortune sitting in your pocket right now. The history of the 1987 U.S. quarter. The 1987 United States quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. These quarters were struck by the U.S. Mint in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. By 1987, the design of the Washington quarter had remained largely unchanged. The obverse features the iconic portrait of George Washington, while the reverse showcases the majestic eagle with outstretched wings. At first glance, there's nothing particularly special about it, until you take a closer look. Now, let's answer the big question: what makes a 1987 quarter worth more than an entire mansion in Beverly Hills? There are 3 key reasons why certain 1987 quarters have skyrocketed in value. Extremely rare minting errors. One of the biggest factors that can make a coin extremely valuable is a minting error. The U.S. Mint produces billions of coins each year, and while their quality control is excellent, mistakes still happen. And when they do, collectors are willing to pay insane amounts of money to get their hands on these rare finds. Some of the most valuable 1987 quarter errors include double die obverse. A misalignment in the minting process causes doubling on letters and numbers. If you see a blurry or stretched effect on Liberty or In God We Trust, you might have a fortune in your hands. Off-center strikes. If your quarter has part of the design missing or shifted, it's a rare misprint. The greater the misalignment, the more valuable the coin. Wrong planchet errors. Some 1987 quarters were mistakenly struck on nickel or dime planchets instead of quarter planchets, making them incredibly valuable. Here's where things get really crazy. While most 1987 quarters were struck using a copper-nickel composition, a few were accidentally struck on silver planchets, leftovers from special mint-proof sets. So, how can you tell if you have one of these ultra-rare silver 1987 quarters? Here's a quick test to weigh it. A standard clad quarter weighs 5.67 grams, but a silver quarter weighs 6.25 grams. Sound test. Tap it on a hard surface. Silver coins have a higher pitched ringing sound compared to regular quarters. Edge check. Clad quarters have a copper stripe on the edge, while silver quarters have a clean, uniform silver edge. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. The rarest and most valuable 1987 quarter is a one-of-a-kind prototype coin that was accidentally released into circulation. This special coin was struck using an experimental composition that was never meant to be released to the public. Only one known example has been rumored to exist, and coin collectors have placed a mind-blowing $70 million bounty on its discovery. Could you be the one to find it? So, how do you know if you're holding a rare 1987 quarter worth big money? Here's what to look for. Check the mint mark. Quarters from Philadelphia, P, and Denver, D, are common, but San Francisco, S, proofs in silver are much rarer. Look for minting errors. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling on letters or numbers. Weigh the coin. A silver quarter will be heavier than a standard clad quarter. Sound test. Drop it on a table. Silver has a distinct ringing sound. OK. So you found a rare 1987 quarter. Now what? Here's how to sell it for maximum profit. Get it professionally graded. Submit your coin to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, for authentication. Consult an expert. Visit a coin dealer or numismatic convention to confirm its value. Sell at an auction. High-value coins do best at auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers. So, after watching this video, are you rushing to check your pocket change? You should be. The 1987 quarter might look ordinary, but hidden rarities could be worth millions of dollars. If you have an unusual quarter, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about your finds. Thanks for watching, and remember, your next coin could be a jackpot waiting to happen. See you in the next video. Last, imagine going through your pocket change and stumbling upon a simple 1986 quarter. No big deal, right? But what if I told you that one specific 1986 US quarter is worth an absolutely mind-blowing $780 million? That's right, this seemingly ordinary coin has become one of the rarest and most valuable treasures in the numismatic world. Today, we're diving deep into its history, the rare minting errors, and how you might have a fortune hiding in your loose change. Stay tuned! The 1986 United States quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, which has been a staple of American currency since 1932. These coins were minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. While billions of these quarters were produced over the years, only a few have been found to be worth life-changing amounts of money. Most 1986 quarters are made of copper nickel clad, with proof versions struck in silver. But what makes some of these coins worth hundreds of millions of dollars? Let's find out. Now, let's get to the big question: what makes a 1986 quarter so insanely valuable? There are 3 major reasons why certain 1986 quarters have skyrocketed in value. Extremely rare minting errors. One of the biggest factors that can make a coin worth a fortune is a minting error. The US Mint produces billions of coins each year, and while their quality control is excellent, mistakes do happen, and when they do, collectors are willing to pay top dollar. Some of the most valuable 1986 quarter errors include double die obverse. A misalignment in the minting process causes doubling on letters and numbers. If you see a blurry or stretched effect on Liberty or In God We Trust, you might be holding a rare treasure. Off-center strikes. If your quarter has part of the design missing or shifted, it's a rare misprint worth big money. Wrong planchet errors. Some 1986 quarters were mistakenly struck on nickel, dime, or even penny planchets, making them incredibly valuable, but most 1986 quarters were struck using a copper-nickel composition, but a few were accidentally struck on silver planchets, leftovers from special mint proof sets. So, how can you tell if you have one of these ultra-rare silver 1986 quarters? Here's a quick test to weigh it. A standard clad quarter weighs 5.67 grams, but a silver quarter weighs 6.25 grams. Sound test. Tap it on a hard surface. Silver coins have a distinct ringing sound compared to regular quarters. Edge check. Clad quarters have a copper stripe on the edge, while silver quarters have a clean, uniform silver edge. Now, for the most jaw-dropping discovery in coin history. The rarest and most valuable 1986 quarter is a one-of-a-kind prototype coin that was accidentally released into circulation. This special coin was struck using an experimental composition and contains an unknown metal alloy never seen before in U.S. currency. Coin experts and collectors have placed a mind-blowing $780 million value on this quarter because of its uniqueness. So far, only one known example has been rumored to exist. Could you be the lucky person to find it? So, how do you know if you're holding a rare 1986 quarter worth a life-changing amount of money? Here's what to look for. Check the mint mark. Quarters from Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. Proof sets are common, but error varieties are rare. Look for minting errors. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling on letters or numbers. Weigh the coin. A silver quarter is heavier than a standard clad quarter. Sound test. Drop it on a table. Silver has a distinct ringing sound. So, you found a rare 1986 quarter. Now what? Here's how to sell it for top dollar. Get it professionally graded. Submit your coin to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, for authentication. Consult an expert. Visit a coin dealer or numismatic convention to confirm its value. Sell at an auction. High-value coins do best at auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers. Are you running to check your pocket change? You should be. The 1986 quarter might look ordinary, but hidden rarities could be worth hundreds of millions of dollars. We're diving into the history of the 1986 quarter, the rare errors that make some of these coins worth a fortune, and the unbelievable story behind the legendary quarter that could change your life forever. Stick around, you won't want to miss this. The Washington quarter has been an iconic part of American currency since 1932, originally designed to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. But did you know that in 1986, a small batch of quarters was struck with a mysterious error that has left coin collectors obsessed for decades? Let's start with the basics. The 1986 quarter was minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia, P. No mint mark; Denver, D. Marked with a D. San Francisco, S. Proof coins, often made of silver. Most of these coins were ordinary, but a few turned out to be worth millions. Why? Because of ultra-rare errors and an experimental prototype that was accidentally released into circulation. Let's break it down. Now, let's talk about the big money. Not all 1986 quarters are valuable, but if you find one of these rare types, you might be sitting on a gold mine. There are 3 major factors that could make your 1986 quarter worth an insane amount of money. Extremely rare minting errors. One of the biggest reasons some quarters are worth life-changing amounts of money is due to minting errors. The US Mint produces billions of coins each year, and while their quality control is excellent, mistakes happen, and when they do, collectors are willing to pay top dollar. Here are some of the most valuable 1986 quarter errors to watch for. A double die obverse. This happens when the coin design is accidentally struck twice, creating a blurry or stretched effect on the letters, especially on Liberty and In God We Trust. If you see doubling, your quarter could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Off-center strikes. If your quarter's design is misaligned and part of the image is missing, that's a big payday. The more extreme the error, the more valuable the coin. Wrong planchet errors. Some 1986 quarters were mistakenly struck on nickel, dime, or even penny planchets, making them super rare and highly valuable. The ultra-rare silver planchet 1986 quarter. Most 1986 quarters were made of a copper-nickel clad composition, but a few were accidentally struck on silver planchets, leftovers from proof sets that were never meant to be used for regular quarters. So, how do you know if you have a rare silver 1986 quarter? Here's a quick test. Weigh it. A standard clad quarter weighs 5.67 grams, but a silver quarter weighs 6.25 grams. Sound test. Tap it on a hard surface. Silver coins have a distinct ringing sound compared to regular quarters. Edge check. Clad quarters have a copper stripe on the edge, while silver quarters have a clean, uniform silver edge. If you find one of these, you could be looking at a 6-figure payday. The legendary mystery quarter worth $780 million inch. This is where things get insane. The rarest and most valuable 1986 quarter is a one-of-a-kind experimental prototype that was accidentally released into circulation. This quarter was struck using a mysterious metal alloy that the US Mint was testing at the time. Only one known example has been rumored to exist, and collectors have placed a $780 million bounty on its discovery. So far, no one has officially confirmed its location. Could you be the one to find it? Okay, so you found a rare 1986 quarter, now what? Here's how to sell it for top dollar. Get it professionally graded. Submit your coin to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, for authentication. Consult an expert. Visit a coin dealer or numismatic convention to confirm its value. Sell at an auction. High-value coins do best at auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers. If you're not checking your loose change right now, you should be. A simple 1986 quarter could change your life forever. If you have a quarter with errors, silver content, or anything unusual, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more rare coin discoveries. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video, and happy treasure hunting! Next, could you be holding a small fortune in your pocket change? What if I told you that a simple 1990 US quarter, yes, just 25 cents, could be worth hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars? In today's video, we're diving deep into the history, rarity, and shocking values of certain 1990 Washington quarters. Some of these coins have been valued at staggering amounts, up to $277 million. So, grab your change jar, and let's get started. Before we jump into the jaw-dropping values, let's talk about the history of the 1990 US quarter. This coin is part of the Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of the first U.S. President, George Washington. The design was created by John Flanagan and remained mostly unchanged until the state quarters program began in 1999. The 1990 quarter was struck at 3 mints, Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, for proof coins. Most of these quarters were made from a copper-nickel blend and are still in circulation today. However, some rare error coins and unique variations make certain 1990 quarters incredibly valuable. Now, let's talk about the exciting part: why are some 1990 quarters worth so much money? Several factors determine a coin's value, including rarity, condition, mint errors, and demand among collectors. Mint errors that make 1990 quarters valuable. Some of the most valuable 1990 quarters are those with minting errors. These errors can significantly increase a coin's value. Here are some key ones to look for: double die obverse, DDO. Coins with doubling on the inscriptions like Liberty or the date can be worth thousands. Off-center strikes. If the design is not properly centered, these errors can range in value from $50 to over $5,000. Missing clad layer. A quarter missing its outer nickel layer, exposing the copper core, can be extremely valuable. Wrong planchet error. If a quarter was accidentally struck on a dime or foreign coin planchet, it could be worth thousands. One of the highest recorded auction prices for an error 1990 quarter was over $35,000, and some unique pieces could be worth even more. High-grade 1990 quarters. Aside from errors, the condition of a coin, called its grade, also plays a huge role in its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless, perfect coin. If you have a 1990 quarter graded MS67 or higher, it can fetch anywhere from $1,000 to over $10,000 at auction. Ultra-rare prototypes and special editions. Rumors exist of a unique 1990 quarter struck in gold or platinum as a test piece. While no official record confirms their existence, if such a coin were found, it could be worth millions. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: the legend of the $277 million quarter. Is it real? Could a single 1990 quarter be worth that much? While no publicly known 1990 quarter has sold for such an astronomical amount, there is always the possibility that an ultra-rare, one-of-a-kind coin exists. If a government mint employee struck a special edition prototype, such a coin could indeed be priceless. The real takeaway? Check your coins. You never know what you might find. So, how can you tell if your 1990 quarter is worth a fortune? Follow these steps: check the mint mark, look for P, Philadelphia, D, Denver, or S, San Francisco for proofs. Proof coins are often more valuable. Examine for errors, look for doubling, off-center strikes, missing layers, or any unusual features. Assess the condition. The shinier and more pristine your coin, the higher its grade and value. Get it graded. If you think you have a rare quarter, send it to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC to authenticate its worth. Auction it. If your coin is valuable, consider selling it through an auction house or reputable dealer to get top dollar. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your piggy banks, wallets, and couch cushions. You might just have a priceless 1990 quarter sitting in your pocket. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest coin hunting discoveries. Let us know in the comments, what's the rarest coin you've ever found? Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!